For we do a late night chat while I'm waiting for the dock. If everybody else can do late night chats, I can do late night chats too. We got our vest on because we're awesome, right? We're safe. Safety, safe. Safety, safe. Daniel, how's that truck doing, man? How's your truck doing? I haven't heard from you in a minute. Well, let's get this video up so I can read comments. 7 watching. Who's this? This is somebody who's been forgotten about. I picked this load up. Normally these pick up between 7 and 3:30 and they deliver the next day between 6 a.m. and 9 p.m. Huge window. So normally I'm pretty casual about these. I'll pick them up, get to the truck stop nearby and shut it down, and then depending on what I book for the next day is kind of how I time it for the next load when I start my 14 hours. Well, I was getting unloaded today, and I saw that they had one of these, but it was a straight through delivery, so I kind of had to haul butt to make it all work. And figures right when I start the live feed, they're gonna probably get ready for me to get in the door. Anyways, normally these aren't straight through. They get upset when you go straight through. So, because sometimes that's just how it is, you know. But this one was straight through. So I get here at the customer and they've only got one dock. There's like 50,000 trailers here, but they've only got one dock for the product that I have. And so no sleep until I get this done, which kind of sucks. I am the Dark Lord, LBC. Let's see, we got trucking with Daniel Adami. We've got truck driver or truck diver. RN, thank you for your membership. Overtax Minnesota. Dave, how's it going? Thank you for your membership. Truck is doing good. Good deal. Oh, sir, good evening. Thank you for your membership. Jimmy Joe, howdy, Lord of Snore. In Lakeland, Florida, 80 degrees. Just saying. It is like, it's in the high 40s here. So it's not too bad. LVC says Dark Lord Eddie Drotar running the night show. And I've got Sandman sending me texts. Fabian, what's up? Big Cabin, Oklahoma here. Are you at the Loves or are you at the other place? Nothing Witty is in the house. Oh, you forgot your old Six Semper Tyrannus. What's up? I am up late, SW. I am. KP Law Trucking. Yo, is this pre-recorded? No, this is not pre-recorded. Jeff, I might get detention out of this one. I got here and see, I got here. The rate con says straight through, right? The rate con, well, I mean, it's same day delivery. I much would have rather just delivered this in the morning. Got my 8 hours sleep. I passed by the truck stop. There was plenty of parking. I'm gonna have to improvise the spot now. No sleep till Brooklyn. No sleep till Brooklyn. You know, back in the BMX freestyle days, you know, we would have these freestyle contests, and I think every kid used the Beastie Boys. It was like the most popular thing, you know, for 12 to 16-year-olds. You're at the Loves. I forgot to tell you my membership check bounce. Uh-oh. Daniel is fired, says KP. I've been fired a long time ago. What are you talking about? What is your detention pay? Well, I think it's $40 an hour, where it maxes out at 200 or 250. I can't remember. I normally don't get detention on this, but you know they've been kind of hit and miss here lately. I do these all the time. It's one of my normal customers. But the detention pay is determined not by not by like trucking, but it's determined by what's on the rate con, and that's determined by whatever situation the brokers got going on. You like dedicated runs or random spot market runs? Diver, I'm a little bit of both. I like doing the same stuff. I don't want to be tied to a dedicated because, like right now, Convoy's got some dedicated loads. They got like Kansas City to Fulton that would be awesome to pull off, but the problem with dedicated is if your truck goes down, now you're scrambling, right? So you kind of break the contract. But I do a lot of the same stuff, and it goes in cycles. So, like one part of the year I'll do nothing but pallets. Another part of the year I'll do nothing but what I'm doing today. And then another part of the year I'll do a lot of water. Another part of the year I do a lot of like soft drinks. You know, I'll find a gravy train, I'll ride it for a minute. So it makes it stress free. It makes it easy. But I've yet to have a broker say, you know what, I've got a bunch of days, let's set you up for the next week or so. Because they want to get the guy that doesn't do his homework. They want to get the guy that will do it $200 less than I do. But then every now and then it bites them in the butt, and they've got to do it for $200 more than what I do it for. So, and I've talked to this broker, and I said, look, I'm your guy. Oh no, they're just not steady enough. Meanwhile, I see them every day on their board. Whatever. Who cares? But I don't mind. Look, I don't mind the spot market. I don't mind calling brokers. The biggest headache I have with calling brokers and talk to them on the phone is if they're unprofessional. Like I had to repeat our MC number to this one guy today like 5 times. 014328. I had to say that. 014328. He goes 028314. No, and I had to be polite, but it was very difficult to be polite. This guy was dyslexic, but audio, like through not because he was seeing it. So I'm confused. Is it a law channel or a trucking or a KP channel? It's all the above, says Pale Rider. You're making a video coming out on Monday. You're making a video about coming out on Monday? Excellent, Big Houston. Excellent. Used beard oil fund. Terry, why would I want used beard oil? That's kind of gross. But thank you for the $5 there. Little White Coach is slow. My dispatcher hates me. Good evening. Fuel prices are crazy. Yes, they are. My dispatcher loves me. So, Clyde Garland, what's up? They'll get a quarter gallon of fuel, right? Yeah, fuel's definitely gone up. Let's see, what did I spend earlier today? About 63 gallons at $3.48 a gallon before our discount. So, but you know, I filled up the gas in my pickup and it was like $70. Just a year ago, that was like 45, 48. So my big truck takes $100 to fill now. Wow. Last night gave me hope with the Virginia results, says Clyde. Look, there's always going to be a backlash, you know, and that's the problem. There's always a tug of war. And, you know, and so, you know, the red will win for a minute, and then the blue will win for a minute, and then the red will win for a minute. Meanwhile, nothing's ever solved. Everything just keeps getting worse and worse. But I don't want to dwell on that right now. So, but, you know, I'm glad the Reds are winning, but I don't think it's going to change anything. Because look at California, right? You had Ronald Reagan in there for so many years, and you had Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was Republican, I believe, and you know, and you look at the state of how California is now with the homeless and the policies, and then that whole fee thing that they're doing with the ports and everything. It's just, you know, nothing ever gets solved. You know, California is broke, but yet you've got some of the richest people in the world living there. So I don't get it. But we won't get into politics here. Let's see. On the Uber Freight, I found me a bundle that paid $36.15. I was debating on it. When I decided to take it, it was gone, and found the same bundle but different time. We got it for $38.15. Daniel, I tend to avoid the bundles because the times there's either too much time or not enough time on them. And so I actually filter the bundles out. And every time Convoy and Uber have a survey, I tell them to stop bundling loads. If I wanted them to dispatch me, I would do it, right? And so a lot of times, like with Convoy, you'll see a bundle, and then you can like book the load separately for more money. So it's kind of pointless doing those bundles like that. But it's a look. When I was at Landstar, that was a method, and this is why I hate bundles. Okay, so Landstar, some of the agents figured out it was a challenge for new guys like me to book a week's worth of loads. So they would actually have a whole week's worth of loads. They would actually piece like 4 loads together. And so you call on it, you know, and look, they had all the miles, they had the loaded miles, the empty miles, total revenue. It was all laid out. Well, come to find out, all they were doing was stringing together loads from the spot market, from like the DAP board. And so you would do one load, and then one of the other parts of the chain would cancel. And then they would say, well, all the money was on this part, not the part you just did. And so, meanwhile, the chains, the pieces of the chain were still on the load board. It was a scam. So anytime I see a broker doing those, I avoid them. Now, if you want to like call on a C.H. Robinson load and say, hey, I'm looking at your load that goes from here to here, yeah, I mean, we can make that work. I said, you got anything coming out of there? You know, what do you got coming out of there? You know, you want to do that, that's fine. That's actually that's actually good practice. But to sit there and commit the 3 loads, 4 loads, no, I ain't doing that. 125 Philip LBC's truck. You got $200 more. I hope it all works out there. Schwarzenegger was a fake Republican. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I'm considering selling the truck and paying off the house while I'm ahead. Maybe take a company job after hunting season if I miss the road. But look, Tyrannus, I don't see anything wrong with that plan. And if you can get rid of debt, man, that's all the power. More power to you. Imagine what we could do if everyone worked together. I know, Clyde. That would be great, but that ain't ever gonna happen. Next gen, what's up? This should buy new beard oil. Jimmy Joe, thank you very much. Jim Vio, sorry. I don't have my glasses on. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, I appreciate the super chats and the memberships, guys. Politics are like WWE wrestling. It goes back and forth. It's all fake, and they all laugh at you behind closed doors while collecting a big check. Terry, right there. That's it. We're all just slaves. So, but we don't want to get all depressing and stuff. But just know that we're all just slaves to do their bidding. They help the homeless veterans camping at the VA here. Who did? They ever get Veterans Park dealt with? Uber and Convoy cannot tell how time and distance work. You know, but here's the thing though. Like I said, you can almost book those loads separately and make more money that way, but but I get the appeal to doing a chain like that where you've got your next 4 loads booked and you're good to go, but yeah, true, but the bundles have saved me a few times, but I get the time difference in those bundles do suck sometimes, but this won't work for me. Well, that's cool. I usually only do the 2 load bundle, not the 3 or more. Florida today, El Paso tomorrow. That must mean the wife is with you there, Dave, if you're going to cover those kind of miles. The Viking Coach Hammer, thumbs up. Tolga, what's up? But I'm kind of wondering about my batteries. My APU had to kick on. I've only been here like a couple hours. Now, I do have my lights on though. I have my parking lights on, and so that might have something to do with it. Long time no see, Cluster Trucker. What's up? Stay safe, Snorelord. All right, Terry. Thank you for the super chat, man. I'll see you. We're gonna have to do sushi sometime soon. I'm buying a 2022 Toyota Tundra if they ever get shipped. What's that run? Dispatcher hates me. What? How much are those running? Yeah, I'll buy, Terry. You know I'm broke, so I just bought a drum set. I'll use her clock. Oh, well, no, she's driving now. Peace. Dying Breed says 50K. Are the Toyota Tundras 50K? Back in my day, you'd get a good pickup for 25, 30 grand. $60 to $70 fully loaded. You and Bonner can start a band. No, we've already got a group. I'm picking up the drums again because I don't know, I'm bored. Hopefully you're home on Friday. Oh yeah, I forgot you're coming through Springfield. Maybe we can meet up, Snorelord, get some insight on some things. But if you're not, it's all good. Yeah, Daniel, get with me tomorrow. Kansas City market is really horrible right now for the stuff that I like doing, and there's a good chance that I might pick a long run for this weekend, but the areas I want to run long don't look that great either. Rates have come down a little bit in some areas because volume's dropped a little bit, but I'm on track to make my goal this week, so I might just go home anyways. They haven't released pricing yet. I would hate to be buying a new vehicle of anything right now. I mean, I had to buy a piece of crap minivan, a Chevy of all things. We bought it for $3,500 and I've already had to dump $2,000 into it. because it was a piece of crap. But it was the best polished turd that I could find at the price range that we wanted. So, because you know what I hate more than not having a car is having a car payment. So we paid cash for it, and it sucks. But I was hoping Murphy's Law would kick in, and once I started a live feed that we would get a door, and I'm out of hours, so this will be interesting. Well, no, not the last time I was here. One time I was here, I got my full 8-hour break here, but I would love to get a new F-150 or a newer one, but my heater's out on my F-150, so that kind of sucks. I got to deal with that when I get home. Maybe I will go home this weekend. I don't know. No, my luck, it's a part that they can't find. So, but if there's anything you guys want to talk about, throw it out there. It's been kind of a fairly quiet week. It's been a good week. I've been getting some decent rates this week. I'm getting tired of these heavy loads, though. You should tell your boss to give you a race. It's funny. I was talking about how, like, I don't think I've ever said I can't afford a new pickup, because I can. But Jeff was telling me one time, it's like, with the safety pay, you get, that'll make her pickup payment if you want. Like, yeah, but then I've got a note. I don't want a note. So we'll find something. 5,500 would have gotten a nice used Prius. They run forever. I don't know about that, LVC. Maybe. But if the next vehicle that we buy, it's going to be something that my wife really wants. She's happy with the car she's got now, but more likely the youngest might buy that off of her. We don't know yet. So, raise. Pay cash to let someone else eat the depreciation on it. They all end up in the scrap heap. Jimmy, I agree wholeheartedly. I think look, this is what I do. I buy 10-year-old vehicles. I've had really good luck with the F-150 I've got, and it's a pickup I actually wanted, other than the scars on the side caused by teenagers. It's been a good pickup. I think I've dumped, I don't know, about $1,200 in the last 4 years, I think. And it's just regular stuff. The computer went out on it. That was $600. Had to buy new tires. That was about $600. It's been a good pickup. I mean, it's got 165,000 miles on it, I think. By a Toyota. I'm not a big fan of the Toyota full-size pickups. I guess they're okay. They kind of remind me of the F-150. I'm not financing these modern models. They've got built-in obsolescence, and their value engineered into mobile plastic trash. How many miles is your F-150? I want to say it's around 160. Sometimes when I start my pickup, it won't even light up the odometer. Which is kind of funny. But it's a 2002. So it's exactly like a pickup my dad had. It's 4-wheel drive. And I bought it for $13,000 back in, I don't know, about 7 years ago. It was right before I became an owner-operator. First year at Landstar, I paid it off early. My payments were only like, I think, $200 a month. And I got $1,500 trade-in value for the F-150 I traded in. I had a 95 F-150 that had issues. So I have a Ford truck and it has 250,000 miles. Get the hybrid, you can power your house if need be. My APU will power some of the things. I need to get a generator just in case power goes out. If I knew we were going to stay in this house that we're in, I would totally get the whole wired in permanent fixture generator that automatically comes on if your power goes out. I will say a friend of mine just got a brand new Chevy. Kind of nice Chevy pickup. But if I get something, it'll be like, I don't know, $15,000. I'll pay it off early. Because, you know, I always have to have a pickup. That's just how it is. I had a 93 Mustang and dash light stopped working for some unknown reason. Probably a fuse or ripped wire, but I went to O'Reilly's, bought a small light thingy and used that to light. How many more years do you plan on driving? Probably less than 5. I'm not going to be the guy that dies in the truck. I like driving a truck, but it's the surroundings that bother me. There's a lot of changes going on in the trucking industry I'm not really enjoying. I don't mind e-logs. I don't mind some of the regulations. But this whole disposable business model and swing for the fences and lack of courtesy and, you know, the things that you see in truck drivers beating each other up and shooting each other over fuel island mishaps. It's just not, I don't know, I don't dig it anymore. Missouri SW. Cash is king. How's it going? Thank you for your membership. Get the Tesla pickup. It will stop a 9mm. How will it stop a 9mm? What are you going to do when you retire from driving? Daniel, that's I've got a couple of things in the works that will come to fruition. If it comes to fruition, it'll be my path out of the truck. It'll still be associated with the trucking industry, but just on a different, you know, I'll still be helping people. I just won't be wasting my time at a dock for 6 hours on a Wednesday night. I'm chilling at the house, getting a front cover seal put on my truck and new DPF filters. It's bulletproof? Well, there's a concept. Bulletproof vehicles. Huh. You're like Knight Rider? You know how Knight Rider kit was bulletproof? Is it like that? That's kind of cool. Would a like a greenback 5.56, would it stop that? Like armor piercing? Would it stop that? I wonder. raises more questions than it answers. I have a 2004 Ford Ranger that the seat doesn't go back far enough and the box is rusty, though it goes down the road. I had a Ford Ranger at one point. It was a brand new one, 97. It was a manual transmission. I liked that little truck. It was a good little pickup. Okay, cool. I got way out myself, but I like to save up some good change of cash before I even think of doing something like that. Look, there's several directions. I know a lot of guys that are selling their trucks and cashing out because you can right now. But I don't know. I don't think I could price gouge somebody. I don't think I could turn around and sell my trailer for 50 grand, even though I know I can get it. I don't know if I could feel good about that. Yep, says LVC. Its test wasn't gone well at the premiere of Tesla pickup, but I'm pretty sure they fixed that issue. That'll be interesting. Tesla bulletproof pickup. I'm just trying to think of I guess if you lived in like Chicago or St. Louis, that would come in handy. Thomas Wilson, you made it. You made it. I do know that in my plans, I don't plan on buying another truck. I know that, so that should tell you something. You're not sitting when to find out. Yeah, it's like, can you imagine you're driving down the road in a Tesla pickup, and someone starts shooting at you, and you're like, I ain't worried. It's bulletproof. It's like, I mean, why did Tesla even make it bulletproof? Like, what kind of world are they preparing us for? That's funny to me. Sometimes you just gotta laugh. I mean, there's a lot of doom and gloom. I was talking to wife earlier today about I've just been depressed the last couple of days, really, for reals. I've been dealing with some emotions I haven't felt in a long time, and I just get YouTube these echo chambers of the same stuff, and you know, I'll talk on the phone with friends, and all we talk about is business and you know, and how good or bad of a job that we're all doing to minimize the risks that lie ahead, and strategies and the rates and this and the trucks that, and at some point I'm over it. I'm just like, you know, we all run our business and we all can judge people how they're running their businesses, but at the end of the day, it's like it's just echo chambers. Don't get me wrong, I like having the conversations with my friends. Don't get me wrong on that, but at some point, you know, like, you know, I'll get in a conversation with Steve Berger, and we'll talk guitar stuff. You know, because at some point we're both sick of talking about trucking stuff. And so we'll talk guitar stuff, and the next thing you know, 2 hours have gone by and we haven't even talked about trucks. It's been awesome, you know. SW, I am 49 years old. If you're going to ask the same question to Elon Musk, you're probably going to be like, because why not, LOL. They sell Teslas worldwide and kidnappings are a thing. Yeah, I could see that, LBC. The guy shooting at the Tesla will be in a Dodge Ram pickup. Or if if the Middle East, they'll be driving a Toyota. Those Toyota guys are very dangerous. He capitalizes on irrational fears. We live in a world where fear is the biggest moneymaker out here. Afraid of the economy? Buy silver. Afraid of this? Buy crypto. Are you afraid of being robbed? Buy a gun. Are you afraid of all these different things? You afraid of your house getting broken into? We'll sell you a camera system. Are you afraid of your car getting broken into? We'll sell you an alarm system. And at the end of the day, it's just stuff. It's just it's meaningless. I was thinking about this today, and this is my dark thoughts. If I died tomorrow, my wife and kids, they've got complete permission to just take everything I own and throw it in a dumpster. I hate that they would have to deal with that. I mean, because look, when we moved my mom out of her house, we had to put a lot of stuff in the dumpster. It was kind of heartbreaking at some point. And at the end of the day, it's like, you can't take any of it with you. You can't, I can leave my CDs and my guitars to the kids, but it doesn't mean the same to them as it does to me. My kids have no interest in any of the things that I own. So they'll have a good estate sale. They'll have that. They'll have enough music to start their own music store. They'll have enough instruments to start a band. They'll have enough firearms to defend themselves, but oh wait, no, they won't. I don't have any firearms. I forgot. I don't have any of that. Bill is in the house. My wife, on the other hand, has a Bentley and a chauffeur named Jeeves. Cascade, I don't know what you sent me earlier. It just said image. I haven't opened it up. Daycab Gear Jammer, what's up? Anything can happen to you, but it usually doesn't, right? I like the Dodge Hemi pickups. The thing with those really fast pickups is that that's a speeding ticket waiting to happen for me. When we die and we all will take nothing with us, it's just stuff, right? Hey, so did you watch the video I tagged you on last night? Oh, the guitar thing? Yeah. Open it. Screenshot. Well, if I open it, it'll mess up the live feed. Send it to the other phone. Dweeb. Daniel wants my safety vest. Yeah, it says like trucking on the back. It's a one of only 10 in existence. Yeah, I had a good part of a good pork roast for dinner tonight. I'm sure you guys are excited about that. I wish they would have just made this delivery in the morning. I'd be sleeping right now. But Daniel can have my safety vest for $100. I'll sell it to him. It's clean. I very, very rarely use. Even comes with a mask inside the pocket. Let's see what Sandy Man sent me. Limited diesel at Petro in North Las Vegas. Diesel gallons at Petro are currently limited to 60 gallons per purchase due to market supply. Please use TA Barstow, California I-15 exit 178 as an alternative fueling location. Something's going on in the west there, Cascade, because Phoenix was having issues as well at one point. So I don't know. I think there truly is a trucker shortage when it comes to fuel. So that's my guess, if I had to guess. Yeah, you just verified. Same with Kingman, Arizona. Another good reason why the short game is the way to go. Can you imagine being 2,000 miles away from the home and you can only get fuel 60 gallons at a time? Screw that. It's a strange world we're living in, guys. It really is. You've got everything's. It's like Twilight Zone. You got people charging over $200,000 for brand new trucks. You got that are just basic fleet trucks. You got people wanting to charge $50,000 and $60,000 for dry van trailers. You got insurance rates going through the roof. You got the ports all backed up with no real solution to that. We live in a world where it's better to buy a brand new semi every 4 years at $160K versus just fixing it up like you used to do. I got passed by a Peterbilt 362 cab over today. Got on the radio and I told the guy it was a nice truck. And he thanked me. He was like, "Yeah, man, you know, you can get one of these too, and you know, and they're out there." And I'm like, I barely have time to take care of myself, let alone build another truck. Does your safety vest tear away if it catches on something? I don't know. Is it supposed to? Petro in Kingman, Arizona was out 2 days ago. Well, here's my advice. Jason Perry, it's good to see you. My advice to anybody out there running, especially this time of year, don't let your tanks get below a half. If I sit at a quarter of a tank, I look at that as empty. I'm looking for the next fuel stop. That's how I look at it. And if you do that, you'll always be able to get home if needed. Trillions of monopoly money, yep. That's true. That is absolutely true. The fact he was driving a 362, you knew already he had a radio. Yep. Yeah, I mean, look. It was one of these Patriots. He had the big Trump sign on the side of the truck, and he had the custom chrome, and he had the big antenna, you know, and he had initially let me over because there was somebody coming up on the ramp, and I was trying to get over for them on the interstate, and then I came back over, and then he passed me, and then I saw the truck. I was like, oh wow. Because the reason why the 362 means something to me, because that's what my dad owned. My dad owned, I want to say an 86 Peterbilt 362. It had the 3 windshield wipers. It was had air. It was like one of the first trucks to have airbags for the drives. Had a double wide sleeper, and he had the full stainless steel reefer trailer, 48 footer. That truck was beautiful. I wish I had pictures of it. I would kill to have pictures of that truck. And so when I see one of those trucks, it kind of, I don't know, takes me back a little bit. I would love to have one, just to have. You know, show it off at the Joplin Truck Show, you know, every other year, and driving around every now and then, and you know, maybe go to some events or something with it. I think that would be fun. Landstar sent a message saying shippers and receivers may require proof of the jab or negative test or protective hazmat suit. So I was at a customer earlier that the security guard was wearing a lanyard and it said jab verified. Yeah, sorry about that. I normally am a person that wouldn't rebuild an engine, but with these truck prices, I might have to reconsider. Damon, let's talk about that for a minute. We are now going to enter the phase where everything can't be disposable anymore. There was a time where I was debating getting a new truck. Not now, because new trucks aren't being quality built right now, and this industry has got to go back to what it used to do and get back to being resourceful instead of expendable. I don't mind wearing a mask at a customer. My last vest had Velcro attachments on the shoulders and sides so that if a passing mirror caught it, I didn't go for a ride. Huh. All while man just beaten court, no one can be fired for not having a job. Look, in Springfield, Missouri, last week, there was, on one day, it was on Sunday, there was 22 people in the hospital for COVID. A friend of mine had to take his mom into the ER. He was there for 18 hours before they even saw her. That's how short-staffed they are. The local hospital lost 40% of their nursing and support staff with the mandate. And that's happening all across the country. Part of the Twilight Zone world that we're in. They went from heroes to zeros within a year. If you need a good laugh, watch this guy. He trolls online job interviews. That'd be cool. I was telling the wife earlier, it's like, you know what? We just need to watch funny videos for a minute. Because even all the trucking channels have been kind of stupid here lately. They've been, you know, they've been, you know, we talk about the same stuff, and it's just, you know, we need some comedy relief. I'll give you a call tomorrow, Snorelord. I'm going to go to bed. I gotta wake up early. Give me a call tomorrow. If you get my voicemail, don't get upset. I'll get back to you. But we'll definitely connect tomorrow. 2 Apri is the channel. You like the voicemail, Chucky? You can thank Pale Rider for that. He sent me a TikTok thingamajigger, whatever it was, of that famous announcer guy using my name. So I thought I'm gonna record that and put it on for my outgoing voicemail. There used to be a number of billboards in my area that had a window showing 5, 10, 15-minute wait for emergency room visit. Not anymore. Yeah, it was almost like they were selling you. Like, hey, our ER is only a 15-minute wait right now. Look, hospitals have turned into businesses. I mean, that's I've watched it firsthand. And that's how they make decisions now. And it's a $1 trillion business. I mean, the medications and the pharmaceutical, oh man, it's just, guys, if you can get rid of diabetes, you wouldn't need healthcare reform. The strain on the healthcare system is because of our health. And what's the root of our health being crap? Well, our food, our lifestyles, our stress. And so you work your butt off until you're 55, and then you get on all these different medications, and if you survive long enough to 65, you're either taking diabetic medicine, or you're taking other kinds of medication, or you're taking cancer treatments. And then when you finally pass away, they get your Social Security, and they get charged a bunch of money just to get cremated or a funeral. That's why I said earlier in this feed that we're all just slaves anyways. So we shouldn't, I'm trying not to dwell on the negative, but that's the reality of it. And so if you want to fight back, if you want to rise above all that, don't eat the crap food. Don't smoke cigarettes. Don't get into the things that makes them money. It's a form of, being healthy is a form of rebellion right now. Eat meat, exercise, don't get a gym membership, just go outside, go in the woods, jump from building to building like Spider-Man, like parkour style. You don't need a gym. Put an exercise bike in the truck. Be healthy. That's what they don't want you to be healthy. They want you to eat that fake meat that's nothing but soy and dog food ingredients. Don't let evil win. I know a musician that got cancer, and his treatments were over $1 million, and he still passed away. All he did was given false hope, and he made somebody $1 million, and it didn't help him. It didn't save his life. And if we were so interested in, with these jab mandates, if we were so interested in saving lives, then why aren't cancer treatments mandatory? Why aren't insulin mandatory? Because they make too much money off of that. So being healthy is a form of rebellion. Put down the cigarettes, put down the chew, put down the Twinkies, put down all that stuff. Don't give them any more of your money. Am I from the dark side? Not a Sith or nothing. Brian Regan is a great... I love Brian Regan. Brian Regan's emergency room bit is awesome. Brian Regan is one of my favorite comedians. Slaves of the debt we owe, right? Medicare and insurance reimbursement rates have put the squeeze on hospitals, so they need patients to survive. Yes, that's absolutely true. Walk to the restaurant a mile from the truck stop when you can. Soda. I find that when I stray from my normal way of eating, and Little White Coach, you can probably identify with this. My mood goes down, my strength goes down. I just feel bad. My depression comes back. You know, MSG is like meth. It makes me angry. You know, it's just the chemicals that are forced in us. It's just you can't even eat meat without them adding some BS to it. And soda, don't even get me started that. Triumph the Insult Comic Dog is my favorite comedian. Back when SiriusXM was worth a darn, I would put it on the comedy channel whenever I got depressed. Today was 2.5 hours of music. So if you texted me or tried to call me in the last 3 hours before this live feed, don't take offense. I just was not in the mood to talk with anybody except my wife. I did talk to her, and she was having a rough night as well. So I might just stay right here and just get ready for bed. They're not gonna unload me. Might have to buzz the buzzer and say, "Yo, did you forget I'm out here?" Breaking news, Artie changed his channel name again to Gangsters of Love. I had no idea what it was. Gangsters, what's that even mean? Gangsters of Love. What if that's code for something? Why are you live when I'm live? Well, RD, I didn't know you were live because I don't recognize your name. That's problem number one. Let's see, let's look at my notifications. Oh, there it is, Gangster of Love. Tri-State hires dumb fucks. And you went live at 10:24. I believe I've been live for an hour. So I was live first. So obviously you're not subscribed to me. I should take your wrench away. Because I probably saw Gangster of Love and didn't know who it was. It's like Pale Rider changes it. What's with all you guys changing their name? Okay, I've changed my name twice. Well, 3 times. First time it was just Snorelord. Second time it was Snorelord with my name. And then third time was the name that you see now, the big long name that Little Dog likes to make fun of me for. Big long name. And that's it. Leave your names alone. Been a while. I'm 70 years old. I was 400 pounds. I'm now 235. Just got off blood pressure. Good deal, Jesse. Good deal. Don't give them any more of the money. Pharmaceutical companies. Look, did you know that there's a list of the top 20 stocks companies that Congress has invested in? And did you know that Pfizer is one of them? Did you know that all these congressmen are getting rich off of Pfizer? That's very interesting. Did you know that Del Monte and Smuckers, that are known for vegetables and fruits and jellies, they own a large percentage of the pet food in this country? Interesting. Did you know that if you read the ingredients to that fake meat that Bill Gates is pushing and cat food, it looks almost the same? Did you know that when you see the word cellulose in your bread, that's wood? That's sawdust? Wonder why my health is crap. You want to eat a slice of bread that's old-fashioned, old grain flour and lard and butter. Go right ahead. No process to go. Do what you need to do, right? But if you see more than 5 ingredients to something and you can't pronounce any of them, that's our healthcare problem. That's it. I mean, it's just, and all we're doing is making the rich richer and the poor poorer. Yes, you were still driving at age 70. Snorelord sounds like RD tinfoil hat. GNC Family Trucking's going to change his name. Who's Gangster of Hate? Who's Gangster of Hate? Who changed their name? Obviously somebody that knows me because they got a wrench. Who is that? Let me zoom up here. Gangster of Hate. Oh, that's funny. Tinfoil. I got my tinfoil RD. Or I mean LVC. Changing my name to Snorelord Jr. I was on Jeff's live feed yesterday, I think, and someone called me a Wookiee. I could change my name to Snorelord the Wookiee. I don't know. I think RD is just restless. He changed his name like he changed his underwear. But hey, whatever floats your boat, man. Look. There's so many people in everybody else's business. I really just don't give a shit. I really just. You guys do you. As long as you're not hurting people, then do what makes you happy. There's not enough happy people in this world. If changing your name to something weird is cool, then more power to you. Yep, Jeff changed his name. That created controversy for a minute. You like that? It was God Shaw's idea. I won't be able to talk in the Humpetus of Love, but I think it fits better. Nothing when he says might change their name to the Pale Rider since that's available now. I remember the good old days when it was Pale Rider and Snorelord and RD Trucking. Grandpa of Hate. Who is Gangster of Hate? Is that RD again? Let me look here. Let me do some comparison. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same thumbnail, so yeah, it's RD. Doesn't YouTube put like a limit? You can only change your name so many times in 90 days or something like that? Grandpa Mate. RD, are you Grandpa? Do you got grandkids running around? You just changed it again. Well, notice it didn't get me angry. It didn't trigger me into something. Man, James Best was live earlier and some he discovered TikTok and it irritates him. That's hilarious because it irritates me, but it really irritates him. I thought that was funny. RD's multiple personality. That's what it is. RD is the schizophrenic of this YouTube circle. That's what he is. Look, what do you expect? He's a Peterbilt driver. You know, those people are loopy anyways, right? Meanwhile, the DAT board's down again. It was. Let me look here. Oh, no, it's back up. I've been seeing a lot of brokers that I don't recognize their names. And a lot of big name brokers are going to like 60, 90 day pay now, which is dumb. Moving my trailer. Oh, we might have a dock. I'll be right back. You get to look at the chair.
got 3.
Okay. Thank you. All right. You guys still here? All right. What are you guys saying there? I'm in my driveway. All right. Alrighty. We get to play old truck driver. We are in the parking lot. Always roll down your window. Sure we do 52 pull-ups here, because you know that's how I roll. like waiting on me. All right, we're back. I'm sure you guys have had very colorful comments. All right, let's read the comments here. Let's see. You guys, let's see. Gangster of Hate. I'm at a place. Let's see. Willie's Pub wants a shout out. Okay. Let's see. Barrett, don't take offense to my Peterbilt comment. I used to drive a Peterbilt. When people tell you you've changed, it's only because you stopped acting the way you want to act. They want you to act. Yep, that's true. Shannon, good evening. Many people are threatened by change, says Bill. That is true. We were just having random conversation. It's empty chair time. Let's see. Snorelord was abducted. I was. It's kind of traditional. Yep, empty chair does really good. Empty chair. Some empty chairs do better than some whole YouTubers. Being your own boss is the best. Help. I've crashed, says RD. Let's see. Let's see Snorelord do 52 actual pickup pull-ups. 73 pull-ups, sir. That bright light is definitely helping sell the abduction theory. That light made me blind. Good! May the light make you blind. All right, so we're caught up and we still have 23 people in here. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Guess what? They're unloading me. I have a red light. Check it out. And the light in this camera is not bad. It's actually brighter on the camera than it is in real life. So that's cool. So what were we talking about? Changing names. The Red Light Street Tour. There you go. So I went out there, and the yard guy was like, yard dog, he was getting ready to move the trailer out of the door that I'm waiting on. So I went up to him and said, hey, so am I good to go into this door after you pull out? And he's like, well, no, let me double check. And so, knowing I was leaving you guys behind because I'm a pathetic loser, I was like, well, just give me a thumbs up and I'll go back to my truck. And they're like, no, 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 just wait here. It'll be a minute. You know, it'll only be a minute. You know, so I waited a while. And then he said, yep, you're good. The other guy that's unloaded me, he was out here. He wanted to see my paperwork and all that, so. But we're good now. I'm still in suspense about the surprise you spoke about that I missed because I came in late. No. So what Shannon's referring to is the other day I said that sometime this week, probably this weekend, I will do a live feed, and it's going to be an interesting topic because it's something that I don't think any other YouTuber has done. And you know, since I've got 21 of you in here, maybe I'll just put this out here tonight, but we won't discuss it until later. But all of us on YouTube and in social media, Facebook and all that, we're always quick to judge others. We're always like telling people how they should run their business or what they're doing wrong. And I want to reverse that role. I want to know what people think of how I'm doing things. Like what do people think that I'm doing wrong? What do you think that I could do better? And you don't have to worry about offending me. You don't have to worry about making me angry. You don't have to worry about triggering me, because there's really nothing that you can say that's going to bother me, because I'm interested in seeing what people's perception of how I run things is. And I'm not fishing for compliments. That's not what this is about. This is not a narcissistic thing. This is a chance for me to grow, for me to learn, and to see what perception I'm putting out there. Because I know that I've had a couple of people accuse me and other YouTubers of not telling you the whole truth, and so they become owner operators and they fall flat on their faces because we didn't tell them everything, which seems very blame shifting. Blame shifting is the true epidemic in this country. Blame shifting and mental illness, and no accountability. And I want to be accountable. I want to know what I can do better, what you think I'm failing at. And that'll be a topic this weekend. So, nothing witty, you need to go to bed. Now that the empty chair's gone. Now when I come back, it's time to go to bed. I wish I could go to bed. Normally, once I'm in the dock, they get me in within an hour, but I don't know. John Deere should just make a truck and a semi-truck, just a thought. I'm surprised they don't. International did. International's like, hey, we'll make a truck. But I don't know. I don't know anything about John Deere's. I have a John Deere lawn riding mower. My mom put it through a lot. I got it from my mom. We had to put a new belt on it, but other than that, it's been pretty durable. I'm always learning from you. I never have thought you were wrong or right, because I'm just kind of still a rookie. Watch the Rust movie incident unfold and we'll see blame shifting to the max. Bill, I mean, that's already happening. I mean, Alec Baldwin's already saying that it was the assistant director's fault. He's the one that handed them the firearm and said it was cold. So, look, in a stressful situation, we're always going to find a scapegoat. No one wants to take responsibility for themselves. And the New Mexico law states that He who pulls the trigger is the one who's responsible. So I don't think that's going to fly in court. Now, there will be a bunch of civil suits. I don't think Alec Baldwin will see jail time because, you know, most Hollywood stars don't. I mean, you have Hollywood stars that have killed people and don't see jail time. But that happens a lot, more than one would care to know. But it probably will destroy his career. And, you know, and he has to live with that. At the end of the day, he can blame everybody all he wants, but he was the one that pulled the trigger. And he's got to live with that. TC Box sent you welcome back. I didn't even know he watched me. I feel like you are happy and found the way to run your business how you like. Shannon, that's what I try to do. There are things that I could do better. I am not a be-all, end-all. I'm not the best at anything. I know the market. I know how to adapt and overcome. But I do like my routines. It can be an Achilles heel at times. But I'm in a comfortable place. I don't... What's this guy doing? Good. I thought maybe it was going to tell me I have to detach from the trailer. He just lifted a trailer from this door that had a messed up landing gear. So. People in the story. You know, look, I know that it's been said in some of the circles that, you know, people say that I'm not a true business person and, you know, whatever. Look, it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't, because people don't know my personal life, and people don't know what I deal with, and people don't know how I've managed to move things around. And could I support my family 100% running the way I do? Absolutely not, especially if I had to cover healthcare. But if I had to, I would know how to do it. I'm competing with Coast to Coast. I need to get off here, RD. I definitely need. I probably should get off here because I gotta. Truck's not even shaking yet. So. What were you going to talk about, RD? Oh, and those of you guys who bought in the... I'll show you my Coinbase. See where we're at on the SHIB. God. That's why you don't listen to YouTubers. That was $100 2 days ago. Don't listen to YouTubers. Did he give us the talk amongst yourselves orders? I did it one time, TM. But there's so many... Welcome back. Well, I've actually made money on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Not much. I mean, I can't like retire off of it, but I've made a little bit. But no, it'll be a live feed, and maybe I'll do it at home where I can have people call in. I know I was criticized for that too, for having call in, but I get it. Sometimes you don't want people to call in because they're absolutely just boring or whatever, and you got to have a good personality to be able to get people off the phone or get them to move quickly, you know. But, I talked about the tri-state driver that isn't much of a driver, and then I talked about your live feed. Now I'm working. I'm glad somebody's working. Hey, RD, did you see that I probably not because you're on Facebook, but I bought a drum set. So you need to come over to my house sometime and we'll jam. I'll loan you one of my guitars. If you can only pick one, pick Bitcoin. Little Wine Coach, I agree with that. It's extremely risky market. Even the bullish or bearish terms, not enough to explain the waves. I go back to the True Traders Group interview with was it Mark or Mike Saylor about Bitcoin, and it's digital property. Imagine if you're the kind of guy that buys silver, right, puts it in the ground or in your safe or whatever. Imagine a digital version of that. And so Bitcoin is that's what that is. It's going to be worth something. Some 18-year-old in some far off country in Africa can make money and put it into Bitcoin and put it in a safe place, and use it around the world. Saylor does a really good job of explaining it because for years people couldn't explain to me what cryptocurrency is. Now, what doesn't make it easy to explain it is when you look at Dogecoin and you look at Sheeb. These are what they call meme coins. Doge is unlimited supply, so it literally is monopoly money, pretty much. And then SHIB is there was a quadrillion coins. So if everybody cashed out at once, there isn't enough liquid cash in the world to cover that. So, but I threw $100 at it, because people were getting some quick returns off of it. But then, like every single thing else in my entire life, I'm the Johnny come lately, and I missed out on whatever wave was happening. And then there was the squid coin or whatever it's called that literally went from $27,000 to zero overnight, and a bunch of rich people got away with that, and a lot of people lost money off of that. So I figured $100, that's what I'll put in a casino at times, if I park at one. So I figured, what the hell, So Michael Saylor, thank you. You just left the Big Apple? No, you didn't. Carnival Cruise Line is a good price right now. It should be 40 to 50 next year. So I've got a few things on Robinhood. And I've got 4 things, and 3 out of 4 are making money. And then my Bitcoin and Ethereum have actually made money. And look, I'm not making hundreds of dollars off this stuff. I'm literally like up. I've made $300 on one. I've made $22 on the freebie that Robinhood gave me. I've made 86 cents on another one. And I've lost $14 on another one out of a $30 buy, mind you. And then Bitcoin, I've gained $20, and Ethereum I've gained $17. And SHIB, I've lost almost $30, bastards. But hey, it sells good YouTube, doesn't it? I did so. Just leave the Big Apple. Watch my video when you're done. Whatever. So it is my fault, SHIB's thinking. It is. I'm the curse. I'm the curse. And look, Jeff told me just set it and forget it, right? And that's, look, there's a lot of people that did that with Bitcoin 10 years ago. And they're rich now. So, you know, the technology is really cool behind the cryptocurrency, though. Once you can wrap your head around it, then you get it, right? But it's still, for the most part, gambling, except for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the... I guess a good comparison would be like precious metals, right? So Bitcoin would be the gold, and maybe one of the other coins would be like Ethereum might be like the silver, right? And then a meme coin is like copper, right? You can physically hold enough gold and silver, like at your house or in your safe. You know, doesn't take up a whole lot of room, depending on how much you invest. But if you were to take like $500 of gold and how much space it would take versus $500 of copper, how much space that would take? Well, that would take up a lot more space, right? And so that's what these meme coins are like. They're basically penny stocks. Everything Money, good stock channel. Where are you going, RD? Are you picking up one of them Joplin to Columbuses? I almost took one of them. So that's kind of how I look at it, you know. And all these people thinking that SHIB's going to go to a penny, it ain't going to happen. If I can at least double my money, I'll be good. And if I don't, lesson learned. And I'm still new. I've got a couple of mentors on this stuff, and they've helped me make money. So I don't just listen to YouTubers. Take a look at Chainlink coin. Amazon is using it. Chainlink? Seemed like I was a part of that at one point. I know a friend of mine that's doing really well with XRP and something else. He texted me earlier. He's not in this feed though. Day trading is a full-time job though. Like, I wouldn't want to drive a truck and day trade because you're going to miss out. You know, you hear stories of people like going to use a bathroom and they come back and they've lost $6,000, you know. You never know. There's one stock that I'm in right now that is absolutely that volatile. But again, I have like 30 bucks into it. I'm not a big spender. 78% of SHIB is owned by 10 accounts. See, I wish I would have known that before I put my 100 bucks in. But again, we'll find out. Instead of losing on Dogecoin, I finally made something. And then once I made a little bit of profit, I bailed on that. Dogecoin can kiss it. But I'm not... I wish I could have learned about all this stuff like 20 years ago. There's a lot of things I wish I would have learned about 20 years ago. But I guess that's life, right? So you're going to tell me where you're going, RD? Chainlink coin. What's the... Let's look that up. See if Robinhood's got that. I doubt it. Robinhood kind of sucks. Chain... No. Robinhood doesn't know what it is. The only crypto Robinhood has is Bitcoin, Ethereum. It's got Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin Cash, Dogecoin, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic. And I don't know what the differences between all of them are. And in the altcoins, it's got Litecoin and Dogecoin. And all these people saying, oh, they're going to list SHIB November 1st are full of it. That never happened. But hey, it makes for good YouTube content. Helps you sell t-shirts. Something to talk about for 3 hours. I'm actually going to Columbus, but I picked up in Cali. Oh, okay. Well, I know the Ohio... Do you got some out of there yet, RD? Because the Ohio market's kind of hurting a little bit. Go up to Michigan where it's snowing. So if those 10 accounts want to cash out, they can take the coin. And they probably will. Coin creators' white papers are absolutely important. If you folks considering invest on them, just do research for investment, please. I'll be okay if I break even. It's a bet. It's what it is. Look, that's one of my good friends, one of my mentors said, I asked him about SHIB, and he goes, man, if you gave me $20, I wouldn't even buy it. And that should have been enough for me to go, you know what, I'm going to leave it alone. But everybody, peer pressure is a horrible beast. And I know personal friends that made some money off of it. And then I got into it, and then it tanked. So you do got something lined up? Good. Chainlink already part of Amazon because it has a purpose, being able to conduct lots of transactions quickly. John Dollahite, good evening. I almost say good morning. It's not quite accurate yet, unless you're on the East Coast. But read your comment a few comments back. I did so. Leave the Big Apple. Watch my video when you're done. 78% of SHIB is owned by 10 accounts. I already read that. So if those 10 accounts want to cash out, they can tank. I already read that. I'm actually going to Columbus, so I don't know how far back you want. Do you buy bullion? Like you talk about actual precious metal, food mooch. I do have silver. I don't have any gold though. Like physical, I have physical silver. But alright guys, this is boring. I'm tired and I'm talking about things that I know nothing about. I'm absolutely clueless. So this is the part where I need to like stop. Yeah, I have some there, food mooch. No, the one about the coin can be ranked. I didn't know you read it. Yeah. That's probably what will happen. You know, the people that, you know, and that's the thing with crypto is it's almost a pyramid scheme, and only the first few people that were in it early are the ones that really cash out on that. See, okay, so we'll talk about this for a second because I don't know anything about it, and that's what us YouTubers do. We talk about stuff we don't know about. So, and I am no exception. But so let's say you throw $100 at something, And then overnight, your money doubles. Now you got 200. So you're thinking, man, I'm going to throw $500 because that will amount to another doubling. And that should put me over the top. And so what happens is on the dips, you keep adding, waiting for that one moment that will double your money because it's already done that once, right? And so what happens is it's kind of like the casino. You put in $10 in the slot machine, and all of a sudden, boom, now you got 20. Well, if I got 20 now, I'll put another 20 in, I'll have 40. That should, the math works, right? The house always wins. So what happens is you have people investing a ton of money into this stuff that like you didn't start off with like $5,000 at once, did you? No, you nickel and dimed yourself up to $5,000. Crypto more than profit ending the criminal banks are a great incentive. LVC, I like that aspect. So you got to look at it like a currency exchange. And it might be a protection against inflation, but I hope that there's nobody out there putting their maintenance money into this, or they're putting money that they need into it. I could afford $100. It's not a big deal. But these people that are putting thousands of dollars into it, man, I just... And how is that different from the stock market? Well, there's a lot of differences. Because, look at Dogecoin. Elon Musk says a tweet, and it makes or break the coin. To me, that's too much power. And you really have to be on your A game to be able to make money. What is it? Buy the news and sell the hype. Is that what they say? And don't be a victim of FOMO. And that's what I did. I was fear of missing out. That's why I bought $100 worth of SHIB, and now it's down to what, 76 bucks. So good night, welcome back. I hope you can find somebody to wake up at 4 in the morning at a truck stop randomly. The only reason the stock market is up is the fake trillions. That's true. I don't know what they're doing back there, but I feel movement, but it doesn't feel like a forklift, so I hope the pallet didn't fall over or something. And look, Ponzi Zombie Killer has been talking about the fake bank stuff for years, and I've had other friends for years predicting the fall of the economy, which seems to be where we're heading. There's got to be some, there ain't going to be no miracle cure that's going to come across all at once. I don't know how we're going to get out of this, but anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. 2008 part 2. I agree. I think it'll be worse though. So I appreciate you guys watching. I hope I, entertained you. If you learned something from this feed, then God bless you. Because I don't think I've taught anything today. Hopefully we'll go live this weekend. I don't know. Pale Rider likes to go live on Fridays. Other people like to go live on Saturdays. Chef likes to go live on Sundays. So I don't know when I'll do my live feed, but I'll have to pick a good time because I want people to interact with that one. I want people to tell me what I'm doing wrong. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Be safe. Be profitable. Be well. And just be happy. Be yourself. Peace out.